We are the underdog of the favorite team. The last million penalty shot to win the tournament. The high energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite team, and play sports. But here's the question: should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually a good for the make happy, or just fun and entertaining pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's fact that exercise is good for body and mind, and that's never true. Exercising, especially women, has all sorts of health benefits, like strength or bones, clearing up cholesterol from arteries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we occur, including endorphin. These natural hormones, which control pain and pressure responses in the nervous system, can lead to feeling euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increasing endorphin and consistent physical activity in general can sharpen your focus and improve your mood and memory. So that doesn't mean we get just much benefit going to the gym 5 days a week join a team or competing. Well, here where it gets interesting. Because it turned out that you can find sport on TV like studies show there are all sorts of health go beyond the physical and mental benefit of exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both in the short and long term. Some of them come from the communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, to a team and doing season fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a boost. There are a few reasons for that. One to find in training. Just by working and working at skills, especially with a good coach, you reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even I can have some today, I can put myself at practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is useful in all walks of life. And then there are even two failure. One of the most transformative long-term benefit of playing sports. The experience of coming to terms with defeat can build the resilience that is necessary to manage academic, social, and physical hurdles. So if your team is winning all the time, or at all, there's a real benefit to your experience. Not everyone enjoys every sport. Perhaps one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. I can also take time to find a sport that plays to your strengths. That's completely okay. But if you spend time looking, you're able to find a sport that fits your individual needs. But if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be a part of a supporting community. You'll be building your confidence. You'll be exercising your body and you'll be nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun. The victory of the underdog of the favorite team. The last minute penalty shot to win the tournament. The high energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite team, and play sport. Here's the question: should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually a good for the make happy or just fun or entertaining pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's correct that exercise is good for body and mind, and that's not true. Exercising, especially women, has all sorts of health benefits, like strength or bone, clearing up cholesterol from arteries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we occur, including endorphin. These natural hormones, which control pain and pressure responses in the nervous system, can lead to feeling euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increased endorphin and consistent physical activity in general can sharpen focus and improve your mood and memory. So the time we get just much benefit going to the gym 5 days a week join and team up beating. Here where it gets interesting. Because it's turned out that you can find a sport and team you like. Studies show there are all sorts of benefits go beyond the physical and mental benefit of exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both in the short and long term. Some of them come from the communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, commitment to a team and discipline can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a big boost. There are a few reasons for that. One they find in training. So working as peers, especially with a coach, you reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even if I have something today, I can prove myself with practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is useful in all walks of life. And then there are the to failure, one of the most transformative long-term benefits of playing sports. The experience of coming to terms with defeat can build the resilience self-awareness necessary to manage academic, social, and physical hurdles. So even if your team is winning all the time, overall, there's a real benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone enjoys every sport. Perhaps one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. I can also take time to find a sport that plays to your strengths. That's completely okay. But spend time looking. You're able to find the sports that fit your initial needs. And if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be a part of supporting community, building your confidence. You'll be exercising your body and you'll be nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun. The victory of the underdog of the favorite team, the last-minute penalty shot to win the tournament, the high-energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite team, and praise sport. But here's the question: should you really be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually good for the mega happy or just fun and entertaining pastime? What does science have to say? No. It works that exercise is good for body and mind. Way too. Exercise, especially when you're young, has all sorts of health benefits like strength and bones, clearing up cholesterol from arteries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we occur, including endorphins. These natural hormones, which control pain and pressure responses in the nervous system, can lead to feeling euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increased endorphins and consistent physical activity in general can sharpen our focus and improve their mood and memory. So that now we get just one benefit going to the gym as we join a team and competing. Well, here where it gets interesting. Because it turned out that you find sport and team you like. Studies show there are all sorts of benefits beyond the physical and mental benefit of exercise alone. Some of them come a psychological benefit, both in the short and long term. Some of them come from the communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, commitment to a team and doing something fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Your self-esteem and confidence can get boosted. There are a few reasons for that. One is found in training. Just by working at skills, especially with a good coach, you reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even if I get something today, I can prove myself with practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is useful in all walks of life. And then there are the to failure, the most transformative long-term benefit of playing sports. The experience of coming to terms with defeat can build the resilience of self-awareness necessary to manage academic, social, and physical hurdles. So if your team is winning all the time, overall, there's a real benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone enjoys every sport. Perhaps one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. I can also take time to find a sport that plays to your strengths. That's completely okay. But you spend time looking. You're able to find a sport that fits your initial needs. And if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be a part of the supportive community. You'll be building your confidence. You'll be exercising your body and nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun.